Hello, this is Andrew Gillespie. I'm providing my video discussion for Module 2. This week we're discussing the MO case and specifically the different tax credits to fill the funding gap. I thought the best way to go about showing you this is to pull up my draft model up to this point. I'll try to be quick because we only have 3 minutes. So I basically built a year one stabilized pro forma, and then from there I calculated an underwritten value, an appraised value, as you may call it. This is also the sum of the cost basis. The first step in calculating your capital stack and your potential shortfall is to go for calculating your maximum loan amount. So we have DSCR constrained, LTC, and LTV constrained. The maximum loan amount is DSCR constrained. Now we can start building our capital stack. The uses are going to be fixed $1.2 million purchase price and $6 million to renovate. Your total cost basis or total uses of funds is $7.2 million. Your senior debt is your max loan amount that you qualify for. Your equity is subject to change, and then your shortfall is going to be whatever you cover with the tax credits in this case. So as we can see here, right now we have an equity investment of 3.2 million, but we're using the new market tax credits and historic tax credits, the sum of both of those, to kind of make up for the lack of sources in our capital stack. I don't have enough time to go over how you calculate new market tax credits, but it's basically some portion of your renovation cost as well as your equity investment gets you to a qualified equity investment. Then you take 39% of that, and then you take 30% of that as your net equity contribution. And then historic tax credits, you get 20% of rehab dollar for dollar, and then you get 25% dollar for up qualified, which, as we remember, is only 90% of the cost to renovate qualify, which brings your total potential, and of that you get 30%. So right now, the best case scenario, I would be using both new market and historic tax credits. But let's just say you were only able to use one, and since this historic tax credits aren't going to change, our rehab budget is fixed. So historic tax credits, this is the most we'll ever get. So really the only really the only other reasonable cost, if we could only choose one, would be new market tax credits. Which, as you can see here, when they're not combined, we have a lower shortfall. So that means we need a higher equity investment. We'll do a quick goal seek to get this to 7.2 million. I hope I typed it in right. Yep. So it was, let's see. We had 3.2 equity investment, 3.64. In the sense of maximizing your IRR, equity multiple, and various return metrics for the GP and LP, the less amount of equity you have to contribute up front, the better. So in this particular case, we'd really want to use both the lower equity investment. Now, as far as the different terms, the timelines, new market tax credits have a 7-year compliance period, and federal and state historic tax credits have a 5-year compliance period. Arguably, you'd want to go for the 5-year period, but this project won't be feasible unless we, probably accept the 7-year compliance period. I'm running out of time, so those are my thoughts. I appreciate your time, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. Thanks.